Hello everyone. So I'm trying an experiment tonight. I've kind of been playing with Zotero, reminding myself how it works. And instead of taking the time in class to go through all this with you, I thought I'd make a video and sort of show you what it can do. And then you can decide whether or not it's worth it to try to use it. Because you have to have Zotero to do what I'm about to do here. So I'm in a document in Word and I've already downloaded the Zotero plugin, which is really easy to do. And I can show you how to do that in another video or point you to it. But this is how it works. Once you have things in your Zotero program that, things that you pulled out of the databases and got in here, like I've got all of this stuff, you can click on any source and see kind of notes. I think I have some notes here for this. Maybe it was here. Yeah. So I've got a note in this one that I took where I just typed some stuff. And you can make as many notes as you want, kind of see it. I don't find this notes thing to be that super helpful, but at least it's attached to the thing and I could use it. But I'm going to go back up here now and I'm going to show you what you can do once you're starting to type. So you click on the Zotero button here at the top, and as you're typing, as you come to something that you might want to cite, you're going to click this Add Edit Citation button up here in the ribbon. And you have to have your cursor be right where you want it to appear. So I've got some notes here for myself that I've highlighted. I want to use howl right here. Say I've just quoted something that person said. So I'm going to click on this Add Edit Citation, and the Zotero thing will come up. And I type the name because I know who it is because I've been paying attention. And I've got two things here. I've got the teaching resources one and a getting started one. I'm going to grab the getting started one right now and just hit enter. And it shows up there just with the name. But I've got two of them. So if you want to cite the other howl, like right now it's correct because there's only one howl in your works cited page. But if you end up wanting to cite the other one, you can click here again, type howl. And this time I want to get the teaching resources one instead. So I grab it, I click enter, and now you can see that the research guide ones that I did first is here, and then the other research guide ones is here. It's kind of two parts of the same thing. So this one isn't maybe that great, but at any rate, it's helpful if you have an author who has done more than one thing and you're just choosing which one. So that's the first thing here. For some reason, it's citing it kind of goofy. But going on here, you can also use it, like right now I've done it for parenthetical citation, but if you want to use it for signal phrases, you can do it like this, as so-and-so observes. I'm going to grab Ryan Bryant here. I'm going to edit the citation, type the first few letters of their name in here, and I want to get this Ryan Bryant one and grab it, and I click enter on it and it adds it here. Now because it's a signal phrase, I need to take the parentheses out because that doesn't make any sense. And so you'd have to do that. But it's in here right now, and I'm just going to leave it for a minute because there's something cool that it's going to do. You'd probably have to just type this in a signal phrase eventually because it's not going to let you do it otherwise. And then when you've got some other sources in your Word document, you can create a works cited page by clicking on this other button up here, the Add Edit Bibliography. So I'm going to do it right now here, kind of in the middle of the page. It's going to do it wherever you placed your cursor. So if I click Add Edit Bibliography right now, I should end up with three things in it here. So I do this, and did I click it right? There it goes. So I click it, and now I've got this Howl, Karen Howell. I've got the getting started thing, and then I have the teaching resources. It's got both of them in here. I would have to kind of change the stuff here because it's not quite correct, but that's easier to do than to not have it in your paper at all and have to have a conversation with your professor. Now obviously you don't want your works cited page to be in the middle of your document. So what you can do from here, I'm actually going to copy and paste all of this to the bottom of my thing because I've got some other stuff I wanted to show you. So I'm going to take it to the bottom and put it right here. And I'm going to paste it in. And now I'm going to go to the beginning of it and go insert. And I'm going to do a page. I'm going to do a page break. That puts the works cited page on its own special page. I'm going to type works cited and hit enter. And I'm going to put the works cited where it is centered using the button. I'm not going to tab over anything. Now it is anchored to the top of the page. No matter what I add or delete up in here, it's always going to be here. And it's always going to be right now in alphabetical order. So that's kind of cool. So suppose that I do this. I'll go ahead and take this out because this is kind of useless at this point. And then you can add more sources. Like I want to add, say, I'm typing along and I want to cite Casey. So I'm going to go back to the Zotero tab here, add, edit a citation. Sometimes you have to hit it a little harder than I'm doing right now. Click Casey. I want to grab this one here. I click enter, and now I have it in there. The Casey is in parentheses. I'll get rid of the other one. And I'll get rid of the highlighting too, because that's kind of goofy. But let me show you what cool thing it does when you do this. So Casey's in here now. If I go down to my Works Cited page, Casey has been added right here at the top. Can you see that? Let me click out of that. So that it not only adds it to the Works Cited page once it realizes that you have one, and it's already, you've got the stuff there, but it will put it in alphabetical order for you. So that is awesome. Let me see what else I was going to say here. So let's see. One thing that I did notice when I was playing around with this is if you delete something, like if I blow Casey away here all of a sudden, and now it's gone, it's still in my Works Cited page. So it doesn't take stuff out for you, it just adds stuff for you. And then, suppose I want to put, let me go back to my Zotero tab here. I'll put Casey back in there just for fun. So I just added them, I'll add them again, now they're there. It doesn't add them twice, is my point. So you can keep using the citation. I think once you've done it the first time, it's not that hard to put Casey in parentheses if you know that that's the author. But if you feel like you want to do it and you want to double check it, you could always just start searching in there for it. Now, is it completely correct? No, it's not. You have to edit things. If there's all caps or weird things, like in this one, you see these weird ampersand quote things for aim. You would have to put that in single quotes. You'd have to take that kind of stuff out. And if there's, I don't see anything in here, but if you see something where it's shouting at you, like it's all caps, maybe from the databases or something, because it does pull stuff from the databases, you have to correct that kind of thing. If you've got an author who has more than one source, up here you probably would have to add howl, and instead of research guides, you would have to have research guides and then which one, because there were two for this weird thing. But that's something that you're very unlikely to see in the research that you're going to be doing. But one thing that's cool about this is it beats trying to format it by hand, and it beats accidentally forgetting to cite a source or leaving your Works Cited page off of your document, because it's so easy to create it. So I hope this is helpful. I'm going to look at this right now and see how bad this video is, and I'll put it into your course where you guys can see it and use it for whatever you need. Thanks very much.